moment. Excuse me. I go through the convoluted process of getting my stream on my phone and making sure it sounds good and all that good stuff. Phone is charged up in case the worst were to happen, which would be my power going out. I don't think the power is going to go out. We got a lot of snow, but not really that much ice. Then they said, ice is the problem with power because, weighs on the tree limbs, hits the power lines. So it's pretty much all snow here, and it's still snowing, and it's going to continue to snow until about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So not to jinx myself, but I think I should be good on power today, and we'll be able to get through this together. Got about 8 or 9 inches on the ground outside right now. Oh, it's sickening when I have to cheer for the Eagles, but you know what? I will unapologetically be an Eagles fan today. Philly, you have my support. And you'll have my respect forever if you pull this off. So, fly, Eagles, fly. I am not a football analyst, so I don't have to be unbiased. I can be biased as fuck, and I will be biased for the Eagles today. It's windy and sunny in Tampa. They dodged the rain. But the wind is going to wreak havoc on field goal kicking. I feel like Tampa's got the advantage kicker-wise. I like their kicker a lot better than the Eagles' kicker. But the wind is going to play hell in this game. So run the ball. Keep the ball out there. Remember that New England, but not the one from last night. The New England-Buffalo game from earlier this year where the Patriots ran the ball 50 fucking times. If the Eagles win today, you will have my support and respect. You will have my support throughout this game and my respect if they win. It's going to be hopefully a good day here. Looking outside my window now, the snow is still coming down, tiny flakes, but the second round of this storm doesn't get here till later, and then it's going to be really heavy again. That's a lot of fucking snow, even for North Carolina. That's a lot of snow. I mean, it doesn't take much to say a lot of snow in North Carolina, but that's a lot of fucking snow outside right now. And it's going to snow again Friday and Saturday. So, yeah, should be a good week. Hopefully I'll only have to work like 1 or 2 days tops this week. That'd be nice. I'm about to go lie my ass off at work this week when they'll be like, hey, you didn't finish that thing the other day. What happened? Oh, I thought I did. I did finish it. I turned it in. Well, is it not there? Oh. I'm going to lie my ass off at work this week. So I can sit there and watch TV. Run the damn ball. Win the game. Everybody on Fox picked the Bucs to win by at least 7 or 8. Most of them said by 10. That's what I expect. I hope I'm wrong. The cat, by the way, my cat Ozzy, he is not happy about the snow situation. Ozzy's been walking around pissed off all day. He went outside a little while ago and hated every second of it. I watched him out the window try to walk in the snow. He's not a fan. NFC playoffs start now. We had 2 AFC games last night. Now the NFC.
Down to the sideline. First check in with Tom Rinaldi.
Well, Joe, gusty and swirling winds will greet Jalen Hurts for the first playoff start of his NFL career against a quarterback making the 46th such start of his.
Do you know Tom Brady's been in 45 playoff games before this?
There's respect there, but if you expected deference or genuflection, Hurts really didn't provide it to us this week. He said Tom's been doing it for a minute, and then with a laugh, he's pretty seasoned. As for experience in big games, he played in a national championship right here in Tampa for Alabama in 2017. He said he finds value in all games that he's played. It'll help serve him in this one. For our own playoff veteran, let's go to the other side and Aaron Andrews.
Dylan, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Nothing would make me happier than to see the Buccaneers eat shit today. No Fournette, no Godwin. AB gone. No Ronald Jones. It's going to be Gio Bernard, Mike Evans, and Rob Gronkowski. Buffalo played a perfect game last night. 7 touchdowns on 7 possessions with no turnovers. The only thing stopping the Bills last night was extra points. 25-mile-an-hour winds throughout the day in Tampa. But it's 66. It looks fucking lovely out there. I'd love to be at this game. That Buffalo game last night, I'm like, I don't want to be at that one. But this game, I'd love to be there. Bucs start at the 25. Let's get a turnover. Philly, let's go. In another life, I could have been an Eagles fan, maybe. I don't know. They're going to talk all day about the guys Brady doesn't have.
Taking a step forward at running back. Third-round pick last year. They're the numbers with the career ranks this season. In many ways, getting better with age. Threw for over 5,300 yards during the regular season.
I can't believe the guy that throws the most had the most passing yards. That's crazy. What a legend. What's up, Michael? They start with Gio. Oh, no, it's Keyshawn Vaughn. Breaks through. Still going. Nearly a 20-yard run. This Keyshawn Vaughn guy's been a good discovery lately for the Bucs. Short, shifty little running back.
Bucs right back to the line of scrimmage.
Brady with his first short pass of the day, and Gio bobbles it, and I was hoping for an interception off the bobble, but it's incomplete.
Was ready to bring down Gio Bernard.
Anytime you see a ball get batted up, it's an opportunity.
But able to answer the bell here today. Here's the offensive line. You can see by those
Brady's like, how dare you drop my perfect checkdowns? I throw so many of them. Brady launches down the field and overthrows Rashad Perriman. And there's a flag. It's going to be roughing the passer. Bucs would have been on a 3rd and 10. It's cloudy and snowy here, same as last night. Derek Barnett gets called for roughing. Yeah, it's a late hit. He went low and late. And God, Troy Aikman is upset. How much snow? We got about 9 inches on the ground right now, and it's still coming down. That's how much snow we got. And the Bucs get their first lucky break of the day. I told you, hashtag Brady's luck. It's real. It's sentient at this point. Run with Vaughn for about 4.
2 good carries for him, and Mike Pereira lets go back on that flag on Barnett.
I agree with Troy. Listen, it's knee area or below, but this is up in the hip, so it's not really a low hit and should not, in my opinion.
So, yeah, Mike Pereira says it's a bad call. I thought it was late, but, yeah, bad call. Oh! God damn it, it was almost intercepted. Another tip pass. Brady threw the ball harder than I've ever seen him on a slant, and it hit the receiver in the hands. Almost got to the Eagles.
It's like Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
Tristan Wirfs is down.
Every snap for 2 seasons
Ugh.
in the NFL is down, and
Bucs are on a 3rd and 6.
attention.
He was trying to get up. It looked like he was on one knee and just can't do it. He goes back down to the ground. This offensive line, like you mentioned, Joe, they've stayed relatively healthy all season long, and they've missed very few
Sad
snaps.
injury music.
They'll check on Wirfs.
Could be an opportunity for the Eagles with Wirfs out of the way, because we know how valuable he is. Played every snap. We got small snowflakes outside, but it's just a steady snowfall right now as I look out my window. My new streaming setup, I can literally just reach over and pull the curtain and look out the window. It's pretty cool. I want to go for a walk, but I'm probably not going to get to take a walk today. Maybe tomorrow morning. Not going to take a walk today. I'm watching football. Ooh, shit, if Tampa... I'm sorry. I'd hate to see you lose that money, Michael, but at the same time... I'm fantasizing about all the bad things that could happen to the Bucs today. I don't want the game to be that close. I'd rather the Eagles just stomp their ass. This would be my favorite live stream of the year if that happened. I hate to root against Michael's money, but these are extreme circumstances. It's not as windy here today as they said. They said, oh, power outage is going to be a problem because it's going to be snow. It's going to be icy and then snowy and windy. And, the wind's not really blowing here. Dylan, I'm guessing you're snowed in where you're at. You gonna win Terry Bradshaw's money? We should all enter to win that, so at least one of us might have a chance at winning.
Today's game is sponsored by Burger King. Get the $5 your way meal with the Double Whopper Jr.
If Dallas, Tampa Bay, and KC win, I get $10 plus my parlay. Okay. So at least I can take something out of this. So I stand to get a little something today. 3rd and 6. They're at the Eagles 40. Remember, it's a windy day. Field goal kicking from here would not be pleasant. This ball's going to Mike Evans and nobody else. That's who Brady wants, and he finds Evans, who gets the first down.
Let's go back to the Tristan Wirfs injury. This was the play before.
So they avoided a 3rd down with a bogus roughing the passer call, and then he finds Mike Evans on a 3rd and 6.
And then on the next play, which is
But the Bucs offensive line takes a hit with Wirfs out of the game. Screen to Evans again, who's tackled. Short gain, 2 yards.
Gain of 2. And one of the keys to success, while they've lost Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown walked away, and they're without Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette, is that offensive line and how healthy they've been all year.
Brady steps up through the pressure and throws it to Gio Bernard for 5 yards. Another 3rd down.
And that takes it down to the 24-yard line, a gain of 6.
And I think that's what they missed over the last few weeks is someone out of the backfield. Gio Bernard
Bucs at the line, not huddling.
He can do those kinds of things.
And Brady lobs it, a little high throw to Bernard, but first down.
So Bernard misses 4 weeks. Comes right back and heavily involved here in the first possession of the game.
Yeah,
Brady's favorite thing, throwing to the running back.
Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, says we have to challenge these guys more than what they did week 6. Bernard's in the backfield. He just comes out on a little flat route. Not a great throw, but there was nobody.
What? How dare you besmirch Tom Brady, Troy Aikman? He said it wasn't a great throw.
You have to anticipate that he becomes a threat as a receiver.
First red zone trip of the day.
On first down, Brady.
No pressure. Brady's getting, I mean, there's really no chance for pressure as fast as Brady gets the ball out.
Teams met in Philadelphia week
O.J. Howard.
6, a gain of 3. T.J. Edwards made the stop for Philadelphia.
Well, you watch Brady, and he's just surgical in where he's going with the football. And we're getting a lot of different looks from Philadelphia defensively with their coverages, but Brady, you've been doing it as long as he has. You're not going to fool him. He knows exactly where you're vulnerable, and he's getting the ball out quick.
Play action, screen to Brait with blockers, first down and goal at the 4.
With another first down for Tampa Bay, it's first and goal. Yeah, you got Brait split out.
Like I thought, Brady doesn't have weapons, Godwin's out. It's like, dude, Brait, O.J. Howard, and Gronk are all three really good.
So you got to try to hold up, and you see Steven Nelson, he just gets blown up. It's not even a fair fight.
And Mike Evans is an all-time great, so don't tell me Brady doesn't have fucking weapons.
When we talked to Tom Brady, he told us, I figure out what to do with the ball before I ever touch it, as opposed to so many quarterbacks in the league, and these RPOs, getting the snap, reading it, he knows where he's going with it right now if he's going to put it up. Instead, he hands off, and Vaughn to the
Tough running for 3 yards.
second down and goal.
Well, this has been a nice drive. To start this drive, Brady was a little bit off on some of his throws, but they had a chance. If they don't get the penalty, they would have gotten Tampa into a third.
Why do the Bucs get in the playoffs and always get to play the shittiest teams?
Inside the 5.
So back off that MCL injury, Giovanni Bernard back in. 3 runs on this initial possession, 8 throws.
And touchdown, Gio Bernard. An elite handoff by Tom Brady. That's why he's the GOAT.
Pretty nice block there by Perriman, and also Rob Gronkowski. He gets into the action, handed off Gio.
And I'm completely demoralized 5 minutes into this game.
Handed off, and they capitalize on the drive with a touchdown. It's a great way to start this game for Tampa Bay.
5 minutes in, and I'm demoralized. No wind blowing right now, really. The
Congratulations to
goalpost looks stable.
and the Bengals. Zach Taylor, their first playoff win in 31 years, came last night.
7-0 Tampa Bay.
Defending Super Bowl
Yippee.
champion Buccaneers strike first here today. There's the penalty on Derek Barnett. They lost Tristan Wirfs.
Fun stuff. So you saw the Brady special, a bogus roughing the passer call, and a dropped interception all on the same drive. It's outstanding. It's like clockwork. These kids today don't know about Niners Cowboys. Maybe they'll find out later. They said Shanahan talked to the team this week and kind of educated them on the history of the Niners Cowboys rivalry, and there were some players, young players, were like, that was a thing. So far, we're right on schedule for our usual Tom Brady playoff bullshit. Don't know why I'm coughing. I haven't eaten since yesterday. Usually only cough after I eat. Unless I'm getting the Rona again. Oh boy, it's snowing really hard now. Those flakes got a lot bigger since the last time I looked out the window. Keep it coming. Put me out of work for a week, please. Keep it coming. It can't snow nearly enough. 5-day work weeks can kiss my ass. But, like, I can work 4 days a week and be fine. But by the time you get to that 5th day, it's like, fucking shoot me in the head, please. Because that's how I felt on Friday afternoon. Because I had a couple of good days in the middle of the week where I'm like, oh, this ain't bad. And then by the time Friday rolled around, I'm like, please just let me go home.
Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, Florida. Aerial coverage brought to you by Tubi. Buccaneers and Tom Brady won the Super Bowl in their home stadium last year. That's considered a neutral site. However, and this is the first home playoff game.
12 plays, a 75-yard drive, and the Bucs are up by 7.
The Buccaneers franchise.
The Eagles are fun to watch when it's going well on offense. I love watching a team just fucking run the shit out of the ball. That's why I'm a Lamar Jackson apologist. That's why I love what New England did to Buffalo in the regular season. I just love when a team just fucking rams it up your ass running the ball. Hey, there's Rondé Barber. Most Bucs fans don't even know who that is.
And I really think this staff, Nick Sirianni and his offensive staff in particular, deserve a great deal of credit. They basically pivoted with their offensive philosophy after that loss to Tampa Bay. They went to things that Jalen Hurts is more comfortable doing.
The loss to the Bucs was kind of a turning point for the Eagles this year. I remember just being completely bored with that game. Miles Sanders, one of my favorites, gain of 7. Nice run. If the Eagles had used him in the first half of the season, I might have gone undefeated in fantasy.
Which was the top rushing offense, 15th overall, and they have their 4-time All-Pro center, Jason
Kelsey and Lane Johnson still here getting it done. Shitty receiving core other than Devontae Smith, but I love Dallas Goedert and I love Miles Sanders. Jalen Reagor's a fucking bum. Short pass to Boston Scott. Devin White makes an amazing tackle to set up a 3rd down. Devin White doesn't miss many tackles. Here's a chance to establish who you fucking are on 3rd and 2. The Bucs have a really good run defense.
The number 13 overall defense in the league. Well, I mentioned it coming into this game, and the yards that Tampa Bay's given up on the ground. The big reason for that has been that they've been without Levante David for the last few weeks. A little different challenge.
It's a sweep, and Hurts keeps the ball. They fake the sweep with Sanders, and Hurts gets obliterated. 4th down, Eagles go 3 and out.
And it's 3 and out for the Eagles.
Yep, my optimism has already been drained out of my body.
So well, Jalen Hurts is kind of in no man's land. He's not real sure whether to hand it to Sanders or keep it, and he chooses the wrong one. He keeps it.
Either way, I don't think they were getting that 1st down even if Sanders keeps the ball, but they would have definitely had a better chance.
Coming off the edge to take him as well. Great execution by Tampa Bay.
A quick 3 and out.
Knowing what they had to do on their assignments.
And a bad punt.
Again, he had 2 last week. And the first-year punter.
The Bucs will start at the 41, and that referee seemed really excited about it. So, bogus roughing the passer call, dropped interception, quick 3 and out, bad punt. Boy, it's the Brady special. Not a good start. Someone was offsides. I missed it. Excuse me. Fuck. I don't know if those zone reads are going to work as good against a team like Tampa with their speed at linebacker. I think the Eagles are just going to have to line up and just run the ball between the tackles. Just design runs. Get Jalen Hurts on some bootlegs.
Today's game is sponsored by Ford, built for America.
The many faces of Tom Brady's played 3 different decades.
Tom Brady's like the opposite of Ben Roethlisberger. When you look at this montage of him aging, he aged in reverse. Ben Roethlisberger just got fatter.
2 teams, 1 goat.
It's amazing what money did for Tom.
I'm not sure he was ever ugly, but I think he's gotten better looks as he's gotten older.
Run up the gut with Vaughn.
To the 45
Gain of
yard
2.
line is Keyshawn Vaughn. Meanwhile, after that punt, it ends up being a 27-yard punt by Aaron Sipos, who shanked 2 last week. It is a windy day, but you see Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator, now interviewing for head coaching job.
Anybody who hires Byron Leftwich to be their head coach is a fucking moron. I'm just going to go on record and say that now.
2 yards during the break.
Corner fell down.
And the pass is caught by Perryman.
Perriman gets a 7-yard catch.
First down
Corner fell
yardage
down.
and a gain of 5.
Yeah, Perriman, he got tripped up a little bit, but had he been able to catch that on the run, he might have been able to split it. Because like you said, the defender, Steven Nelson, he went down on the play.
3rd down and 3. Passing.
Oh. Hey, the Eagles made a stop. It just dawned on me that was 3rd down. For some reason, I just wasn't even paying attention.
Some of these throws that look like Brady's really off here in the early going.
Yeah, that's a bit of a miss by Brady.
Tyler Johnson there to stay on the run. And you can tell the frustration that he has. And so you're letting that ball go when he
Hey, the Eagles made a stop. 3 and out.
If he does run, he catches it in stride and he has a nice gain, 1st down, and they're not punting. So just more poor execution really by Tampa more than anything that Philadelphia did defensively.
Now Pinion.
Woo.
Knuckling kick and a fair catch hauled in by Jalen.
Jalen Rager managed to catch that.
So good job by the Eagles defense. And then that miss from Brady to Tyler Johnson. Eagles get it.
But Brady doesn't miss. I thought God didn't make mistakes. Boy, you know, I ended the Bills-Patriots stream last night. I ended that when it was 40-10 and early in the 4th quarter. That's when I stopped the stream. I watched the rest of the game. Just, you know, what else was I going to do? Excuse me. Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, find out what happened to all those Patriots fans. Why are they in Florida? Yeah, I really thought the Patriots I thought it would be more like, you remember when the Bills played the Patriots in the second game? They were clearly the better team, but they won by 12, and the Patriots were in it, you know, till the 4th quarter. But that game last night was done at halftime. Second half was just a formality. That was a bit of a surprise. I picked the Bills to win. I was pretty confident in that pick. And now, look out, America, because the fucking Bills are a force to be reckoned with.
Here's a look at that last third down that was incomplete. Tyler Johnson there in the slot, and as he comes across, you see him start to throttle there. He sees coverage out in front of him, and he's just thinking that he needs to slow down. Brady, on the other hand, anticipates that he's going to run through it. Probably should make that catch anyway, but you know, some of course, Tyler Johnson now in his second year, he's played enough, but just a little bit.
7-0 Bucs. Eagles on their second possession, yet to have a first down.
In this first quarter. Eagles went 3 and out first time.
And it's a zone read. And Jalen Hurts has a blocker in front. Gets 8 yards.
And that was Jack Stoll, backup tight end out there leading the way for a gain of 9.
Get Jalen Hurts going, running the football. And what's interesting about Philadelphia is we see Stoll running off the field is that they trade Zach Ertz after he finished the game week 6 against Tampa Bay, and after these coaches got together and started evaluating what they were doing, they started then running more 2 tight end personnel, which was ironic that they just traded a pretty good player, but that's been the big part of their offense, 2 and 3 tight ends for this running game.
It's a bootleg, and Hurts is going to try to run. He throws it away. That play never had a chance.
The flag thrown at the beginning of the play. Jason Pierre-Paul with pressure.
Offsides on Tampa Bay. First down Eagles. They got that one.
So Jason Pierre-Paul, who had missed the last 3 games, as a tear in his shoulder, is right there on the end and in the neutral zone.
No wonder that play got blown up.
The penalty results in first down. There is a handoff to
Sanders gets obliterated. Loss of 5. Nice play by Whitehead. See, the Bucs are all over that fucking zone bullshit. You just got to run straight at him.
He is a physical player. He was up there in the box already, and he sees Sanders get the ball, and he just hits it. That's one of the areas where Tampa Bay has had some issues over the last few weeks. A lot of teams have been able to get on the edge, on the perimeter against them. Philadelphia did on the one play with Jalen Hurts. They tried to with Sanders, but Whitehead was there to make the play.
Play action. Hurts drops back. Finds Sanders for a gain of about 6 or 7.
Sanders, who's playing just a couple of weeks removed from that broken hand he suffered against the Giants. Missed 2 games. Says he's good to go and not limited in any way. That last play good for 6. Well, Philadelphia.
Sorry about the coughing. I don't know where it's happening.
Todd Bowles in this blitzing defense. Nobody blitzes more than Todd Bowles. You better have some answers, especially here at 3rd and long.
Hurts going to try to run. Nowhere to go. It's tipped, and it's incomplete. It should have been intercepted off the tip. Ugh. I have no confidence in the Eagles whatsoever. As soon as Hurts breaks out of the pocket, there's like 3 defenders on him.
A lot of good things. He gets his hand on it. It looked like Jamel Dean almost is able to make this play.
It's like they got half the defense spying Jalen Hurts.
But that would have been a disaster for Philadelphia.
Better punt this time. With Darden not calling for a fair catch and lucky to hang on. Really well played by Josiah Scott downfield after a 36-yard punt. Not much on offense for the Eagles yet.
My dad just sent me a video at his house. It's really windy at his house. The wind's not blowing here. It's snowing like a motherfucker, but there's no wind here. I think the Bucs are like, you know what? If we get beat by Rager or Devontae Smith, whatever, just don't let Jalen Hurts run for first downs and run around on us, because every move he makes, there's somebody on him. It's snowing sideways.
Weekend around the National Football League. First of 3 games.
NFL stands for not for long, which is what the Eagles are thinking right now.
And then back to the AFC tonight on NBC with Pittsburgh and Kansas City. Let's go down to Aaron.
I hate that Pittsburgh made the playoffs.
Well, he has returned from the locker room, Joe, with that right ankle heavily taped. He was trying to put some weight on it, move around with the training staff and see what he could do. Now he's over on the sidelines, actually sitting on the bench. They said he's questionable to return, but he looks visibly upset, kind of shaking his head back and forth.
There's Gronkowski for the first time today. Carries a defender for a few extra yards. Crowd erupts for Gronk. Good route. That year or two off, however long Gronk was in retirement, did him a world of good. Brady over the middle. It's Gronk again for 7 yards.
And Tom Brady now with 8 completions to 6 different receivers here.
Oh yeah, Juju. Is Juju going to play tonight, or does he have to wait if they win?
Especially here over the last 2 weeks, he's been the real playmaker.
Is Juju going to play tonight?
In the last 2 games they've played, Tampa Bay now going to a little bit of a hurry up.
Brady with a long pass, but Johnson extends and makes a nice catch.
Good catch for 17 yards. Yeah, but he pauses again. You're going to see he throttles it down, and Brady's expecting him to continue to run.
Finish your routes. Actually, don't let it get intercepted next time, would you?
I think the results
Oh, Juju's going to play tonight. If only he had a quarterback that could actually get the ball to him, he could probably make a difference.
Extended more than what they should be had they been thinking the same way. Brady, good protection, and Gronkowski.
Incomplete, looking for Gronk. Surprisingly, no flag.
Terry still has money to give somehow. And you still have a chance to win.
Where does Terry Bradshaw get all this money?
Enter the Fox Super 6 wildcard contest for a free chance at $100,000. Just download the Super 6 app now and play for free. Brady won the penalty. Felt that Gronkowski, as he's trying to take the middle of the field, right here, gets held. I think it's a good no call. But if you open up the middle of the field, you better be prepared for 87 to be running down the middle of it. Pass
Wide open Mike Evans. How does he get that fucking open? First down at the 15.
And 16 yards from Mike Evans.
Oh, look, their best receiver left wide open.
Evans, it looked like it was Avante Maddox who was in coverage on him, and he just completely turns him around. Really good job coming off the ball. He's inside in the slot. That's why Maddox is on him. Typically, Darius Slay will stay on the outside. He's matched up with him here now.
Can we just skip this and get to the Cowboys 49ers game, which I was way more excited for? Screen to Evans and oh! Maddox jumped the route, but missed, and Evans caught it and got 8 yards.
That's a throw. You just got to beat the defender with the football.
Yeah.
The Eagles give a little bit of a different look. They go soft
Good
with
quick
Slay
throw
on
by
the
Brady
outside.
here because Maddox saw that
For
shit
Maddox
coming.
to be able to undercut that. He's a little late getting there. Brady beats him with the ball.
They run it with, there's a flag in the secondary on a run play. First and goal for the moment.
Just another flag comes in. Now there's one in the end zone and one in the field of play. The Eagles.
They have got Philly, for extra men on the field. That's what Brady was looking for.
12 men on
Was
defense.
satisfied that the flag was thrown, but then another flag came in late.
There are 2 fouls on the play, 12 men on the field, defense, offside, defense, both on number 93. There was a decline, the result of the play.
First and goal, Bucks.
Sets up first and goal is Milton Williams, the rookie from.
If this was not a playoff game, I wouldn't be streaming it because I knew this would happen.
I like him a lot, and he's going to get even more playing time with Josh Sweat not activated today.
Josh Sweat sick all
Oh, I guess we won't get to see that Eagles-Steelers Super Bowl after all.
early in the week. Trying to get ready to play, could not answer the bell. Handoff is
Vaughn down to the 1.
Vaughn down inside the 1 as Anthony Harris made the tackle. Second and goal.
Offensive line loves this.
Good drive by Tampa Bay. I like what Tom Brady has done. They picked up the pace there for a number of plays, and that's a big part of offensive football is being able to dictate tempo, and it's not always up-tempo. Sometimes it's slowing things down like they're doing right now, and you just keep the defense a little bit on their heels and not sure about substitutions. They catch them with 12 men. But really good execution on this drive by Tampa.
3 tight ends in the game for the Bucs.
Second and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Keyshawn Vaughn. Well, if you're going to come out blazing in the second half, you better not get down like New England did last night. You're on your way.
Giovanni Bernard with the first score.
And we got Jensen down for the Bucks.
Player is down.
Bucks are losing offensive linemen.
Can't tell who exactly that is on the field. Good job by Keyshawn Vaughn. Great execution up front.
That's their center, Ryan Jensen.
Wow. We talked about it, how healthy they've been up front all season long. It's been the key to their success. They have 3 Pro Bowlers this year, and they may be playing the rest of the game without 2 of them.
So we can hype up Brady for beating what would have been a losing team in a 16-game season. Oh, he did it without his 2 best linemen and without Godwin and without AB and without Fournette. He's the GOAT. Even though if this was a 16-game season, the Eagles at best would have went like 8-8, 7-9. So technically they got a winning record, but really, let's be honest, for the second year in a row, Brady's getting to play a bad losing team in the first round of the playoffs from the NFC East. God, I hate that division. I hate the NFC East. The NFC East is just cannon fodder, jobber to the stars material. The Cowboys are just a shiny version of it. Sad injury music's getting way too much play today. Oh. how much it's snowing here. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. It's going to be bright and sunny tomorrow and melt a lot of it, but it's still going to be cold. Hopefully we still have enough to keep me out of work Tuesday. Fucking NFC East is worthless. Hopefully the Cowboys play like that later. Well, Michael, you missed the Bucs score another touchdown, but Jensen got hurt, and it appears to be quite serious. So the Bucs are down 2 Pro Bowl offensive linemen, but they're about to kick an extra point to be up 14-0, and the Eagles have about fucking 7 yards of offense, maybe something like that. I don't know. The Bucs have already run like 26 plays to the Eagles' 7 plays.
Bent over backward in the middle of that pile a moment ago on the touchdown run by Keyshawn Vaughn. And you can see him in a lot of pain. He refused any help to get over to the sideline.
Oh, what a smart, tough guy. He refused help to the sideline. Because that's what men do.
Absolutely loves him. We'll just have to hope for the best.
Wind's starting to blow a little bit this direction. The uprights are wobbly for this extra point. High snap, but the kick is good. 14-0 Tampa Bay. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. You didn't miss any reason to be optimistic about the Eagles. They're playing like ass on both sides of the ball. The only thing they haven't done yet is turn it over. But I'm sure that's coming.
Has gone about as well as they could have hoped. The last few games, they've gotten off to slow starts. They found themselves behind, and we're hoping to be able to come out and get out ahead and kind of put the pressure on Philadelphia and whether or not how long they're going to be able to hang with that running game. So a good start for Tampa, scoring on 2 of their 3 drives.
Tom Brady told us when we talked to him a couple of days ago that he anticipated the Eagles making them drive the ball, meaning no big plays, keep everything in front of them. And so far, Brady 12 for 16, 103 yards, and not one completion over 10 yards.
Yeah, the Eagles have done a good job this year of not giving up the big plays, and then you just hope that you're able to make a stop on a 3rd down, and that's something that they've just not done a very good job of. Tampa Bay's 2 for 3 on 3rd downs here in this first quarter.
So air yards not expected.
Would you hurry up and kick this fucking ball off? Damn.
The catch will be. And with under 30 seconds left in this first quarter, Kenyon will kick it away. Chance here for Gainwell. And the rookie hauls it in, crosses the 20, and now out to the 27. Brought down by Jamel Dean. And let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles season.
Eagles season. They beat a lot of bad teams. Moving on.
Of their last 10 after that 2-5 start. Number 1 rushing offense in the NFL. And the only first-year head coach to get his team into the playoffs, Nick Sirianni, saying we didn't come this far to only come this far.
Well, that is true, but at the same time, their success over the second half of the season, they weren't playing real good football teams. They haven't faced a good quarterback since Week 9 against Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Sanders for 2. That should end the first quarter.
This is the first real test that they've had. And I also know that no matter who you played, you start to gain some confidence when you are having success. But this is a little bit different challenge with Tampa's defense and their players back that they've been without here over the last
14-0 after 1.
Buccaneers have 14 points, Eagles 7.
I'll be right back. Had to get a glass of milk to soothe my damn throat. Daytona's coming.
Second down and 8 for Philadelphia as we
Back to this incredibly disappointing football game.
It's a bad time for that stat. 17 total yards in the first.
I don't know how I can be disappointed when I expected this, but I was trying to, like, use reverse psychology on myself. Like, expect nothing and get everything. But now I expected nothing and I'm getting nothing. Hurts with his first big throw down the field, incomplete. Dallas Goedert in double coverage. Good thing it was overthrown.
Joe, on a roster where 29 Eagles are making their playoff debut, Nick Sirianni spent some time showing 2 video clips to try to help his team prepare. One from the first Rocky movie, where Rocky appears to be not.
This corny ass motherfucker used Rocky to motivate these guys. No wonder they're getting their ass beat.
Great Kobe Bryant addressed the Eagles before their successful Super Bowl run, showing a simple defensive breakdown that ultimately led to an NBA Finals game loss. The message: determination and discipline.
A 3rd and long for the Eagles.
They need it now.
They're down at 8.
Hurts immediately under pressure, and he goes down. Antoine Winfield came in on a blitz, and the Eagles will punt again. I don't blame you for being happy. Hey, my parlay's alive and well. I should be happy, but I'm not. I just wanted Tampa Bay to eat shit. That's all I wanted.
They're not able to do it, and they get home on Jalen Hurts. 3 possessions for the Eagles, 1 first down. It can be a penalty. Here's a line drive caught by Siposs, and on a hop, it's Darden. And Darden staggers after that hit by T.J. Edwards. A 4-yard return. We're back after this from Progressive.
There's my little.
Oh, shut up.
Jensen right back in there for Tampa Bay. Left with that injury.
Jensen's back in the game.
Buccaneers get it back, and out he comes.
Well, that's big. It's big for Tom Brady. It's big for the entire group, but especially the quarterback.
Play action. Brady launches. Mike Evans is wide open again to midfield.
Brady of 18, his longest completion of the half.
Well, this is the matchup that you're going to see when they lock up. We got Darius Slay, the Pro Bowl player, against Mike Evans, and Mike Evans just runs an outstanding route. He gets Slay running. He puts his foot in the ground, comes back out towards the boundary, and Tom Brady puts it right on him.
8 straight 1,000-yard seasons for Mike Evans, a record to start a career. Passes to Evans.
Nice throw by Brady. That's his best throw so far.
Pickup of 9.
Brady knew exactly
Mike Evans again.
Slay that time is in off coverage. He knew he had one-on-one, and without all of the weapons that he typically has, if he gets that look with Evans, I assure you he's going to continue to throw him the
Brady has so much time. What else is new?
Here's
Vaughn for the first down to the Eagles 35. This game is pretty much going to be over after this drive. At least I get to take a break before the second game, go grab something to eat, come back and stream the game I actually care about today.
everyone else. He's been doing it a long time, and you pile up more wins when you've won 7 Super Bowls. That's the way it works.
Yeah, 34-11 in his postseason career.
Brady pumps, pats the ball on Scotty Miller for 8 yards.
Scotty Miller, who dealt with a turf toe injury the majority of the year.
Well, it looks like the Eagles only came this far to come this far. Or whatever stupid shit. Nick Sirianni's such a bad coach. Okay, he's better than I thought he was going to be, and he deserves some credit for beating all the shitty teams, but God. Does this look like a team that came ready to play? Vaughn again. Brady's got time. They're running the ball extremely well. Mike, their best players getting wide open, which should not happen.
Jonathan Gannon, and I continue to say I like what Tampa's done. They're mixing up the run. They're getting the quick passing game, gotten the ball to Mike Evans. They're mixing up the tempo offensively as well.
Eagles need a stop.
Screen to Vaughn.
Hit in stride, takes it down
And a
inside
6.
the 20, and TJ Edwards able to hang on for a gain of 6 for Keyshawn Vaughn. Jonathan Gannon on Tom Brady. The first time he played us, he was on autopilot, and that was my fault. This time we have to make him work, and he was talking more about being a little more intense on second down, not waiting for third. Here's it.
Wide open over the middle.
Inside the 5.
Johnson down to the 5. First and goal, Bucs.
Stops coming yet.
Well, Tom Brady's just got the Eagles defense reeling. They don't know where they're getting hit. And Tyler Johnson in the slot, route by him, ball's on him, but they're mixing up the quick passing game. They've gotten the ball to the backs, right out of the backfield.
The Eagles have 12 yards, by the way, of total offense. The Bucs have 201.
With the running game.
Fakes it to Vaughn and into the end zone, and Darius Slay slapping hands with Mike Evans. Got that ball knocked out. Finally, somebody was able to get in front of Evans.
Earlier that the Eagles haven't faced the top quarterback since week 9. I don't count last week against
I like that now that we're in the playoffs, Brady doesn't care about stat padding, so they ran the ball in earlier to score.
They hardly played anybody, so I totally dismiss.
Brady uses the regular season for stat padding, and then the playoffs he gets serious and doesn't care how they win.
But against good quarterbacks and good offenses, this defense has really struggled all season.
Second and goal, little flip pass to Gio, who's tackled for a loss. 2 good plays by the Eagles defense in a row. It's my boy Ryan Kerrigan. I forget that Kerrigan's even here half the time.
Comes up the field, he doesn't know that Bernard is in motion, and as he's coming up to rush Brady.
Yeah, Bucs got cute down here. I said they weren't worried about getting Brady touchdowns or stats, but that looked, those last 2 play calls, like, yeah, you're trying to fucking get him in the stat category. Third and goal from the 9. After a nice play by Kerrigan. Brady gets sacked. Nice job, Eagles. Hargrave and Barnett came in there and crushed Brady. There's some pressure for you. Nice push off by Gronk.
He thought he had a matchup that he was going to get, and just good pressure. The four-man rush.
Finally, some pressure. Slay made a play on Evans. Then they get some pressure a couple plays in a row, and boom. The Bucs are having to kick a field goal.
Brady in that Week 6 matchup. They get one here to force his field goal try of 34 by Suckup. Snap a little high. Kick is
17-0. But a field goal there is a win for the Eagles.
nice job by Philadelphia's defense to keep them out of the end zone, but Tom Brady's team up 17.
Notice they don't even call them the Bucs. He calls them Tom Brady's team. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. You're probably right about that momentum. A little bit of momentum, then it's going to go away as soon as that offense gets on the field, because no matter what happens, the opposing offense against Tom Brady's team always seems to play like shit. It's as if Brady's had good defenses his whole motherfucking career.
Passing touchdowns.
Well, the Saturday wildcard games, the Bengals defeat the Raiders by 7. First playoff win in 31 years for Cincinnati. Burrow had a nice game. 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the Bills just took apart the Patriots 47-17. Josh Allen, 5 touchdowns, 308 yards. Bills scoring touchdowns on their first 7 possessions.
That was pretty much a clinic, no matter how you look at it last night. Congratulations to Buffalo and Josh Allen moving on.
First time in NFL history, regular or post, to go an entire game. Without throwing a pick, trying to punt, trying to field.
And they won't even get to the 20 on the kickoff return.
That was about it. And not much of a return, just 16 yards by Gainwell here. And here comes Jalen Hurts down 17 points here early on the road.
Yeah, right now, just not a lot going well for Philadelphia. They're starting this ball backed up inside the 20-yard line, and it is time now for Jalen Hurts and this offense to get something going. They just the defense has been on the field a lot. Tampa's been playing this hurry-up offense a little bit, and they're gassed.
Got an injury on special teams.
Player down for Philadelphia, that's Patrick Johnson. So we'll take a break before the possession begins.
Tyler Reddick is without power. Really hope that doesn't happen here.
No moments ago during the break, TJ Edwards went off to get looked at. Really done a nice job since taking over for Eric Wilson in middle linebacker.
All right, time for more high-flying Eagles offense. Can't wait to see where this drive goes. Probably in the other direction. And Jalen Hurts on a zone read. He's going to get some yards. Hey, first down.
Well, that's a start. You know, the fact that they were able to get positive yards on this play with Hurts is saying something, because Whitehead just takes a bad angle here, and then he gets blown up.
Good block on the edge there to get that run going.
They are loading up, as you would expect, against the run. They know what Philadelphia wants to do.
Welcome to the stream for anybody who just joined. It's not exactly been an exciting game. Unless you're a Bucs fan, then you're probably very excited. Look at this cushion Devontae Smith has down here at the bottom of the screen. If they don't throw the ball to him here, they're foolish. This ball's going to him. There it is. Nope. He's out there to block. And they get nothing out of it. Devontae Smith's not that big. I don't expect him to block anyone. That's not his forte. Eagles have 2 passing yards. That's more than 1. More. Look at the cushion they're giving Devontae Smith. The Jalen Hurts doesn't even look that way. Third down. Look at the last 2 plays. They line up like 12 yards off of Devontae Smith. And on the other play, they used him as a blocker, and there Hurts didn't even look at him.
There's still plenty of time. But when you're getting one-on-one with Devontae Smith, and you're throwing wide receiver screens and quick passing game at the line of scrimmage, that is not going to get it done against.
Thank you, Troy Aikman, stating the obvious. And they're giving it to him again, one-on-one up to the top of the screen. Now Hurts is looking his way, but he throws over the middle to Dallas Goedert, who carries Devin White for a first down. Good play.
They needed that 16-yard completion from Jalen Hurts. Yeah, this offensive line does an excellent job. Tampa Bay brings some people on the rush, but Goddard is able to find the hole, and he gets in the middle of it. You see the look here that they bring 5 rushers, and they pick it up really well.
You're going to have to throw down the field to win this game. And that's just a fact. Good run by Hurts with a good block. Goddard got him a good block there.
Goddard out there with the block, and Hurts carried for 6.
Pretty good design with Goddard leading the way. Now Philadelphia finally starting to get something going offensively. They're changing up the tempo a little bit as well.
Second down 4.
Oh, Lord. Went right through the arms of Levante David.
Almost came up with it. Antoine Winfield had pressure, and I'm not
This was 2. Well, Winfield comes off the edge, and he's
Winfield is a menace today. They're blitzing him because they don't have many guys up front as fast as Jalen Hurts.
Winfield come off the slot. He knows he's got to get the ball out. Just no one was ready. They're down 4.
This is their second play in opposing territory today for the Eagles. Meanwhile, half the Bucs offense has been in Eagles territory. Hurts has time. He wants it all and throws to nowhere. 4th down. Punt it away.
Goddard was down there for Phillips.
Or go for it. I dare you.
First time the Eagles cross midfield. The drive is stalled for the moment. And it looks like they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it. Okay.
I think this is the right call based on where they're at on the field. They made one stop.
Don't give Brady a short field. What else is new?
With great field position. Maybe they could do it again if they don't make it, but right now they know they need points.
Timeout.
They're in that area where
Tampa Bay calls timeout.
By a punt if it goes in the end zone. Buccaneers take a timeout before this 4th and 4, and we're back after this from Verizon.
I'm sure this will go well, Michael. Let's find out. Let's find out together. 4th down at the Tampa 47. It's caught by Dallas Goedert. Nice play. Good protection. Eagles O-line did the work there. And Goddard beat Levante David.
It's a really good route by Goddard to be able to beat that coverage. It's not easy to do. You got heavy leverage from Levante David, and yet he's able to win.
Winfield on a blitz again. Oh, my Lord. Goddard was wide open. And Hurts missed him throwing on the run. My God, Goddard was wide open. This would have had a chance at a touchdown. Would have had a chance.
Jordan Howard does an excellent job of seeing it and getting over and taking a hit off the quarterback. They have this. If he's able to make
Bro, Goddard. That's on Goddard, not Hurts. Went right through his fucking hands.
That's one you got to make. I think he agrees. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. Those are the plays in every game, but especially in a postseason game that
Well,
those make the difference.
Miles Sanders bounces to the outside and gets swarmed. 3rd and 12.
And one on the play is Steve McClendon got penetration, and then teammates came up to help. This Tampa defense, I know in talking with Todd Bowles, I asked him, how concerned are you about your run defense going in against this offense and the way that they've run the football over the second half of the season? He said, I'm not concerned. I think we're going to hold up just fine, and they have. Dallas Goedert, 4 targets on this possession. Devontae Smith.
Play it like you got 4 downs here. Just try to get some yards to make this 4th down easier. Devontae Smith again with all the room in the world. He throws it short to Sanders, and he's tackled after a short game. You just got to punt now. It's too windy to probably kick from here. We'll see what they do.
I just sometimes think teams overthink it. Look how soft Jamel Dean is here in coverage.
Everybody in the world right now is saying, why are you not going to Devontae Smith? The Bucs are not putting anything on him. And it's like Jalen Hurts is going everywhere but Devontae Smith.
And I think sometimes coaches overthink it with scheme, and they try to do
They're going to go for 4th and 10 here.
Tampa Bay's playing them. It shouldn't be that hard to get the ball into Smith's hands. It's 4th down and 10. They pass on a 55-yard
Okay.
field try. Hurts.
Enter. Nope, dropped. It was in the arms of Carlton Davis, but it's incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Rager was the target. Still no looks for Devontae Smith, and now flags come in.
They're going to flag Davis for taking his helmet off after the play.
Davis took his helmet off.
So that's going to help the Eagles out.
The Bucs will get the ball here. It's a dead ball foul.
It's a dead ball foul.
But that's what the flag's for Carlton Davis taking his helmet off.
After the ball was turned over on downs to Tampa Bay, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 24, Tampa Bay, for taking his helmet off. That's a 15-yard penalty. Tampa Bay will keep the ball first down.
So it backs up the Bucs. But they get
So the turnover on downs ain't as bad as initially thought because it gets 15 yards, but
top Bulls, Carlton Davis come to get.
yeah, don't take your fucking helmet off, man. Ryan Fitzpatrick was at the Bills game last night, shirtless in the stands, cheering on the Bills. That's funny.
What's that feature? I don't have that on my phone, do you?
I don't. We get it though.
Yeah, there's an app for that. First down from the 22.
Aaron Andrews is on.
No, there's no doubt. Handoff here to Keyshawn.
Eagles are starting to get something going on the D-line up the middle based on the last few plays we've seen from the Eagles defense.
He's back, Joe, but he is really limping out there. He's not moving particularly well.
Worse is back in the game.
That right ankle that was injured early. He's back in. Ryan Jensen barely
I don't
missed.
think they need Worse today. They don't need to put him at risk like this.
Brady's
Good
completed
God, it's
passes at
snowing now.
78%.
It's like the snow's just getting heavier.
81%. That was at Philadelphia week 6.
Short throw to Vaughn. Quick tackle.
Not much. Just
Man, I want to go outside and play in the snow, but I'm watching
Keyshawn
football.
Vaughn is knocked down by Alex Singleton. Let's watch Wirfs.
Yeah, he's moving pretty gingerly out there, and sounded like in visiting with Aaron Andrews that he more or less talked himself back into the lineup, and
How does Todd Bowles know an offense of a team that he wasn't even on when they ran this offense?
He's too valuable of a player. The fact that he's able to, he thinks he can go back in and play, which he has, is a really positive sign. We all know what happened to Kansas City a year ago when they had
3rd and 7. Pressure on Brady, finally. Again, Brady goes down.
Back at the 15. Kerrigan and Barnett.
Yeah, something's going on here with this Eagles defensive line up the middle. That's where the pressure's coming from.
Here's Kerrigan on the outside, and you got Cox in the middle. There just really was nowhere for Brady to go. And now you've got here.
Worse limping off again. Just get him out of the game. He's going to get hurt worse.
Probably be about it.
And he's the reason that Brady got killed there.
You're obviously playing the long game in this postseason, and they'll need him. Meanwhile, for Jonathan Gannon, his crew's coming up with a couple of sacks here.
Yeah, just this four-man pass rush that Philadelphia has is really stout. One of the best.
The Eagles are going to be going for it on every 4th down the rest of the day until they get this game closer.
2 straight 3rd down sacks for the Eagles defense. 4th down and 16, and a punt from Pinion.
Well, as good as the Bucs' run defense is, it's like they know everybody's running plays.
Kick. He is fielded by Rager after a couple of bounces, and he's out of bounds just shy of 40, and we'll find out what's coming our way at halftime.
Okay, Kurt, ready, action.
Coming up on the Verizon halftime show, we'll break down the first half between the Bucs and Eagles. All the big plays there. Plus, we'll get you set for the second half. It's all coming your way on the Verizon halftime. Hey, I think you nailed that one, TV.
High five.
Hey, the drone. Wait.
Just not a good combination with Terry with the mask on flying the drone. Best starting field position for the Eagles, down 17. Under 2.5 to go, 2 timeouts.
I can hear Skip now. Well, if Wirfs wasn't injured,
And they get the kick to start.
Tom Brady would have thrown for 600 yards.
Hurts has got to find Smith.
Screen to Goddard.
Here, Goddard.
Still not looking for Devontae Smith, but a bit. Whoa, Goddard's still on his feet. Flag, never mind.
And out of bounds at the 30 is Goddard.
They're down to the 30 unless the flag is on them.
Mike Edwards missed a tackle along the way, but we'll see who's guilty of the foul.
Holding. Offense.
Holding on the offense.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
But it's
First down.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
62, Jason Kelsey. I think Whitehead was going to the ground, and it looked like Kelsey may have grabbed him. I don't believe that he.
Is Sirianni going to have him watch Rocky at halftime? He should have him watch Rocky 5 and be like, you see how bad this movie sucks? That's how you're playing right now. Do better, fuckers.
Perspective of the officials, it looked more, I think.
That's going to be his halftime motivational speech. 2-minute warning of the half.
A big penalty. I mean, a nice gain on that play. They were going to have Tampa on the ropes a little bit, cross the 50-yard line, and wow.
That would have been about a 30-yard.
Much as it pains me to mute the good music. Fuck. I just shared the meme, and it's the thing from Madden. And it says, the Eagles right now. Tough game? We've noticed that you are having a tough game. Seems like we have matched you with an opponent above your skill range. Do you wish to concede early?
2 minutes left in this first half here in Tampa. A big holding call on Jason Kelsey a moment ago, and it's 1st and 10 with the ball back at the 39.
It's a little late to have them look at defensive schemes at halftime. I guarantee they watched a lot of that this week. They're getting pressure now, though. It's a big improvement. Screen, hey, Devontae Smith, woohoo! Flag comes in, never mind.
And Smith gets 9.
Well, that looks like it's probably coming back based on where the flag
Yep,
is.
Rooney, it's coming back.
It's Craig Rolstead and his crew talk it through.
Pass interference, offense, number 16. It's a 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Was Watkins guilty of blocking downfield before the ball was touched out there on the edge by
The Eagles cost themselves the game when they got down by 3 scores.
He gets
Yeah, a little early and well beyond a yard. Refs are some bitches about some offensive pass interference on those screen plays.
2 big plays erased by penalties.
Hurts going downfield, overthrows, just slightly overthrown. Goddard had to jump up to try to make a play on it.
2 defenders, Whitehead and Dean, and Goddard just able to avoid a pick.
Well, I don't like the spacing on this route at all. And you've got defenders, you've got 2 receivers right there basically within 7 yards of each other, and it just does not clean things up then for Jalen Hurts as he's looking out there trying to figure out where he's going to throw the football. You see that
This game is such a waste of time. This is why 7 teams should not be in the playoffs.
and help make a play on the ball.
2 years in a row, we're being confirmed as to why the 7th team to make the playoffs is fucking pointless and a waste of everyone's time. Hurts got some space there.
Breaks 1 tackle and
Ooh.
is knocked out at the 39.
Oh, referee falls down.
Penalty flag flies for that almost late hit. Gain of 9.
No, they couldn't. The official was on his backside. He couldn't get to the flag.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, I mean, this run, it's a nice play. That at least they make it a somewhat reasonable 3rd down attempt from where it had been.
Probably should have been a flag.
Eagles need 1 here.
Oh, Pierre-Paul bear hugs Hurts, but he delivers a strike
And they get it.
to Watkins. Big play, and finally no flags on it.
1.5 left in the half.
Boy, Hurts got this ball away just in time.
Down the field, and he turns wide
Yoy.
around. And by Hurts stepping up and giving himself a little bit more time, he's able to give him a chance on this ball. Really nice job and a big play when they needed it. 35 yards, by far their biggest of the day. Pass is high.
Devontae Smith for 6 yards.
And the clock will continue to run with just over a minute to go, game 6.
Wow, that's impressive. With those 2 penalties, they're backed up and first and forever, and to be able to overcome that and keep this drive, and now they're in scoring position, that's really good work.
Hurts. End zone.
Oh, it's intercepted at the goal line.
Intercept.
Bad idea, Jalen Hurts.
Edwards.
Well, that's that.
Well, Jamel Dean out here, he falls down, and so Smith gets past him, but Edwards is going to keep working across. And you see, once Jalen Hurts sees it, he's trying to line drive it and get it to him as quickly as possible. But Edwards, he's working that way, and Hurts never picks him up as the guy who can then take that throw.
It's a touchback, I do believe.
Comes up with another big play. He's had those timely interceptions throughout the season, and a couple of them returned for touchdowns. And he just snuffs out this scoring opportunity for Philadelphia.
Mike Edwards, who had the 2 pick sixes in the Week 2 victory over Atlanta, secures the interception. Gets the touchback of the
Bucs have 43 seconds and 2 timeouts. We'll see how aggressive they want to be. They're going to come run it.
17 points and hand it off to Bernard. He gets 5, maybe 5.5 before Derek Barnett makes the stop. And timeout taken by Tampa Bay. On the Thursday night before Super Bowl 56, the NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments from the 2021 season. Tune in to NFL Honors on Thursday, February 10th at 9 Eastern on ABC, ESPN Plus, and NFL Network.
Well, they ran the ball there on first down. Tom was looking to the sidelines to see if they wanted to go into a hurry up. They had 2 timeouts. Had they decided to do that, instead they used the timeout. And I'm not real sure. Let's see maybe if they can get a chunk play. Give themselves a chance to maybe come away with something here before the half.
Tristan Wirfs is out at right tackle. Wells back in there.
Gronk hops out of bounds.
And he's able to get out of bounds with a gain of just 3.
I am hungry.
So Wirfs will watch the rest of this one with us.
Yeah, and Josh Wells, when he's come in, they have none of the guys outside of their starting 5 have played a lot. Wells was primarily their 6th offensive lineman throughout the season. He goes back into the lineup. He's held up at least decent, where no point in trying to get Wirfs back out there.
Pressure on Brady again. It's Kerrigan.
And it's Kerrigan again.
And Kerrigan having a great game.
Maybe they need Wirfs after all, because that's Josh Wells out there at right tackle, and Kerrigan goes right through him.
Ooh. Bullied him.
Has no chance.
I can't order wings. Nobody's open today. When it snows here, the entire world shuts down. And when it snows this much, it's really shut down, so I probably couldn't get any damn wings today.
By Ryan Kerrigan, and with 27 seconds remaining, timeout taken by Philly. Jalen Reagor waits for the punt.
Yeah, they got a revolving door at right tackle right now for the Bucs, and it is a problem. Lucky for them, Jalen Hurts is the quarterback for the other team, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. Get away from it, Reagor.
Takes any drama you would have to believe out of the rest of this first half, as we'll welcome you back inside this broadcast booth. Joe Buck.
Oh, I gotta stand up.
And for Philadelphia defensively, they've found some answers here after falling into that 17-0 hole.
The 4-man rush has done a pretty good job for Philadelphia, so they've been able to get a little bit of pressure on Brady and tighten some things up. I mean, they were giving up some plays there in the first few possessions of the game, and even for Philadelphia offensively, they finally have gotten a few things going.
That interception by Dean was not as impressive as Micah Hyde's last night.
I'd like to think that they'll go in here at halftime and start figuring out some better ways to get the ball into some of the playmakers' hands.
It was a 61-yard punt by Bradley Pinion, and with only 1 timeout and 15 seconds left, they throw a safe throw to Gainwell, who's wrapped up immediately by Jamel Dean.
Halftime, 17-0. I'll be right back.
It will be that for one half of this wild card playoff game. 17-0 Buccaneers at the half. Eagles get the ball to start the second half. Stay tuned. Verizon halftime coming up after this from your local Fox station.
Oh, jeez. You're going to need some turnovers and some short fields to win this game if you're the Eagles. Because it's quite clear this offense ain't shit when they have to play a good team. they could sure run on the Giants, Washington, and the Jets. Yeah. If only they could have brought the Giants and Washington and the Jets to the playoffs with them. Some wings would be good. God damn it! I wish you didn't mention that. I'll have a Gatorade on you when I can get to the store in a couple of days. No. I wonder what places are open and closed around here. I gotta run to the bathroom.
The NFL.
Well, the Eagles' best drive of the first half ended like their other drives did, with no points. Mike Edwards with a pick, and it keeps it 17-0. That's our Verizon play of the first half as Buccaneers cruise through the first two quarters here. Jimmy, you take a look at it, and yes, that was their best drive, but this first half has really been dominated by this Buccaneers defense.
Yeah, Buccaneers defensive coordinator Todd Bowles told Troy Aikman before the game, said, hey, I'm not concerned about their running game. Well, he was right. They've only rushed for 35 yards. Here you got Devin White making a tackle on Scott in the open field. Then you got Jordan Whitehead and Devin White again. Then you got Jordan Whitehead tackling Miles Sanders. On top of that, Todd Bowles has got his people healthy now. He's got JPP, Levante David. He's got Shaq Barrett. They're a healthy defense now.
Todd Bowles needs to be in consideration for a head coaching job. No question. They've gotten exotic when you're talking about the blitzes. This is something you just don't see every day. A 370-pound defensive tackle dropping into coverage. They bring Davis. They bring Anton Winfield. They can't block it up. Winfield on the sack. It's been kind of the story of the first half in terms of their breakdowns in protection.
But offensively, everything, of course, goes through Tom Brady. And, it's amazing when you watch him because he's so comfortable in the pocket. We talk about how this Philly defense just kind of lets you dink and dunk him down the field, and that's what he does. He just shuffles in the pocket, moves his feet, gives himself some time, always stays calm, and delivers two tight balls. They're 8 yards, 6 yards. And here, he throws right into a tight window to Tyler Johnson. And I know he's been sacked 3 times. They had some, injury issues up front in their offensive line. But, it is amazing to watch.
What's the next Batman stream? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably going to have a lot of time this week, hopefully.
Jalen Hurts has actually had some chances.
Well, listen, had they not had missed opportunities, that's what we're talking about here. Jalen Hurts has had the opportunity. This one to Watkins. There's the post route. There it is, wide open. You got to see that. That ball's got to be gone. This is the playoff, and that's a win. And there, he missed that. Now, a double move by Devontae Smith. Corner comes, ball's got to be out. Now, double move, ball's got to be out. Potentially 14 points.
Timing is a problem with Jalen Hurts right now.
On a positive side, Philadelphia, they have put some pass rush on Tom Brady. So they've gotten a little better defensively, but they've got to score some points somehow.
But yeah, and the 3 sacks, but on the when he threw the last interception, I think he was trying to square his shoulders up to be able to get it there. But at the same time, you got to sometimes take what you're given and not get greedy. And I feel like they had the opportunity to just kind of get some
Michael,
points out.
when you're doing a double move and he moves, your eyes never come off the receiver, and he was beaten so badly he could have just laid the ball out there, but he was way too late.
The good news is they had their best drive of the half and their last drive of the half, and they get the ball first to start the second half. We'll talk about what they should try and do when they get it.
Just saw the gates open. Barstool posted a video. They opened the door at the Dallas game to let the fans in. There's a lot of 49ers fans in that crowd. I see a lot of red. So go Niners. The Cowboys have no such thing as home field advantage. You could say one, the 49ers have sucked the better part of 2 decades. But boy, their fans are loyal and they travel. I think they have more fans outside of California than they do in California now. Because for a few years, their home games were poorly attended. I know the team was bad, but that's what happens when you move an hour away from San Francisco. I'm not a big Jalen Hurts guy. I never was. Tua's better. Alabama was right. Tua's better. And I don't even like Tua that much.
Inside that Philadelphia locker room, what are you telling your team right now?
Tell them they're playing like Rocky V.
All we've got to do is we've got to score with this first possession. We do that, we're right back in the ball game. Now, they're going to have to do some things differently than what they did the first half. You can't, rely on the running game against that Tampa defense. You got to throw the football. You got to make some big plays. We had an opportunity for some big plays.
I'd say, have you seen how many wide open guys Jalen Hurts has ignored or been late throwing the ball to?
And when we get an opportunity to score, you got to score.
Are you going to talk to your team like that calmly and quietly without any beeps?
I would be bleeped down on half of it.
As I figured. And as a player, though, you're looking for something to go right. When they had the interception that was going to Smith, you could see he looked up like, what's going on today? You just need one.
Tua's better, and the Dolphins are better than the Eagles. They just played in a tough conference. Tua blows Jalen Hurts away. That's why he took his job, and Jalen had to transfer to a shittier school. The Dolphins would beat the dog shit out of the Eagles if they played. And you know that. The game would probably look a lot like this. Remember, the Eagles only made the playoffs because, well, they got to play the Giants and Washington twice. The Dolphins had to play the Patriots and Bills. And the Titans are the 1 seed for a reason. You don't want to go through the Nick Foles thing again, do you? Boy, halftime during these streams are so awkward because there's nothing going on. And I always take the chance to get up and get the fuck out of this chair. I don't know if I'd want Nick Foles to be my quarterback coach. He'd be telling him shit like, hey, only play good in the last 2 minutes. It's okay if you suck for the other 58 minutes. Just be good in the last 2. I got a better idea. Get Tim Tebow to be your tight ends coach.
One half in the books. Wild card weekend continues. 17-0. Tampa Bay on top. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman with you, with Tom and Aaron down on the field. And let's talk about Philadelphia and what they have to do here. They get the ball to start the second half, and we saw some signs, glimpses, but they got to get it into the end zone. Well, let's first acknowledge that this is a game we've seen before between these two teams. Philadelphia got behind week 6. They were able to make a game of it there in the fourth quarter. Will they be able to do that today? I think one of the things that they need to do, even though Tampa has been loading up the box, is they've got to get the ball into the hands of Miles Sanders more. I mean, they have definitely gone to throwing the football in that first half, and I understand part of that because of the way Tampa...
Andreas, that's the joke. He wasn't a tight end, but the Jaguars tried to make him a tight end. It was a joke.
I can tell you, if teams played Michael Irvin that way back in the day, he would have had 10 catches in that first half, and I just think that they have everything that they would hope to have against Devontae Smith.
Well, the Eagles are down by 17. Defense has gotten better as the game's gone on. They get the ball to start the half. Let's see what happens.
Any route you want out there if you're one-on-one, and yet the Eagles haven't really tried any of it. Instead, it's just been a lot of scheme that hasn't produced a whole lot of yards. Pinion will kick it away with the rookie Gainwell waiting for it.
The joke went over your head. That's the joke.
And Gainwell stays away out of the back of the end zone, and we send it down to Tom Rinaldi.
Well, Joe, talking to Nick Sirianni coming out of half about Jalen Hurts in his playoff debut, he said he made some mistakes in that first half, but we all made mistakes. He was very even-keeled, the same guy in the locker room. He said, as if listening directly to what Troy just said, we have to find ways to get Devontae Smith more involved in this offense. We found some rhythm and made mistakes. Defensively, he said, with Wirfs out, we found a way to take advantage of that, and we have to continue to do that, to put
I'm gonna hold the mic the rest of the day.
But certainly, Troy,
the rest of this stream, anyway.
See now if they're able to do that and get Smith more involved.
Wow, what an obvious idea. Get Devontae Smith involved. Sue brings Sanders down. I like that play call, but only got 2 yards.
Telling me that tackle Tristan Wirfs has officially been ruled out. Now, Josh Wells, who came in for him, has also been battling an injury. Bruce Arians telling me he's just going to have to go. He's going to have to try out there. I asked him what they're going to do if Wells can't go. He said we're going to have to put another tackle or guard, kind of see what we're going to do here. Asked him about also these sacks on third down, and he said we're going to have to get Tom out here, get it out of his hands quicker. He said it's going to be all about who can we mix and match here in this puzzle we call our offense.
Second down and 8.
Hurts steps up through the pressure, takes off running. Flag is down. Never mind. Never mind. Flag is down. Flag is down.
The Buccaneers believe this one's coming back for a hold.
What a surprise. I hate this game. I'm so bored.
Holding. Offense. Number 62. The 10-yard penalty replay. Second down.
Getting Kelsey again.
Jason Kelsey, Vita Vea, number 50. He's
Vita Vea is a big boy.
And that's who Kelsey holds. You see the right hand yanking him to the ground. And Vita Vea, man, what an athlete this guy is. At 300,
Vita Vea just crushed Jason Kelsey. My God.
I mean, he's the guy who, in a lot of ways, really makes it happen. When you get an athlete that big that can penetrate in the middle, it makes it a lot easier for all of your edge rushers as well. Hurts to Gainwell.
There we go.
Gainwell with blocking on a screen is out across the 25. Meanwhile, Jason Kelsey, now the 4-time All-Pro, committed just one penalty all year. And it was an unsportsmanlike conduct call.
One penalty all year, and now he's playing against Tom Brady's team, and he's got 2 penalties in the same game.
8 for Kelsey's crew on offense. Well, this offense in the first half, not real good on third downs, just 2 for 7. The second half of the season, they were best in the NFL. On third down, close to 50% is what they were converting, and that's why they were able to run the football more and stick with that game plan.
Hurts had all the time. Nobody's getting open. Now he throws across the middle. It's caught by Goddard.
That is Goddard.
Wow.
They didn't blow it dead until after he popped up and took it down to the 45, 28 yards. Well, and that's just Goddard. Once Hurts is able to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, takes a big hit at the end of it, but Goddard just finds a hole and works back to the...
Now how will they shoot themselves in the foot on this promising drive that they are into Tampa territory on?
Big completion of 28 yards. And now Hurts going for...
Deep over the middle, and it's... Oh! Should have been intercepted by Carlton Davis again.
In and out of the hands of Carlton Davis. That was a good read by Hurts. I don't think Watkins ever thought the ball was going to come his way. It's almost like he's not running full speed off the line of scrimmage, and he's trying to get into the middle. You're going to see the safety rotated to the left, and he shuts it down right there. And you just can't do that.
That is inexcusable for a wide receiver to just fucking stop and nearly give up an interception on it.
Just not on the same page at all. Opportunity missed there. Now second
Fuck.
and 10 from the 45. Pass is high again.
High again.
With Goddard,
Third down.
Jordan Whitehead there. Well, Tampa Bay, they're a pretty quick study. The guy he's been throwing the football to is Dallas Goddard, and so they've got 2 guys on him. But even with that said, Goddard runs a good route, and the protection in the pocket looked good enough. I mean, you see that he's open. Hurts has just been a touch late, just a touch late on turnover.
Hurts is fast running the ball, but slow throwing it.
Targeted Goddard 10 times. That was 4 catches, 64 yards. They're going to have to set now. They have 2 guys moving at once. They just get it away. Hurts throws and
Incomplete again.
Devontae Smith.
At least he was going to Devontae Smith.
That brings up 4th down. One team comes on for Philadelphia. That's the route.
God, this game is as boring as I thought it would be. This fucking sucks to watch.
Devontae Smith with the corner and safety.
Ugh.
But those
Boring.
Those should be pretty simple completions. They just haven't been. Sipas, and over-end punt, and a fair catch rolled in by Jalen Durden. They had that big completion on 3rd down to Goddard, but more frustration for this Eagles offense. Still shut.
What Eagles offense? I'm not seeing much of an offense. Can we get a do-over and have them play the Jets again or something? Are there going to be prop bets on whether or not the Eagles get any points today?
Motorcycle insurance.
And Devontae Smith is finally starting to show some frustration. I don't blame him. Good for Jordan Howard getting back healthy this year and making an impact. Not in this game, but I like Jordan Howard.
He's fourth among rookies this year. Heisman Trophy Award winner in 2020.
Here's the Bucs offense for the first time in the second half. Vaughn ggets 6 yards.
15 to the 16, a gain of 7.
Well, we heard Aaron Andrews talk about,
Guess I need to go ahead and plug my phone up just in case the worst were to happen.
Banged up, and how long will he be able to go? And I can only imagine that Byron Leftwich and Bruce Arians are thinking, hey, if we can run the ball and minimize the hits on Brady and get out of this game and hopefully get those guys healed.
Yeah, the Bucs should be a run-heavy offense with a 3-score lead, and their line struggling to protect Tom. It's got to be all about the run. This time the Eagles are ready for it, and they crush Vaughn. Defense is going to keep the Eagles not necessarily in the game. They're down by 3 scores, but give them a fighting chance.
Through a crowd of green jerseys, third down coming up.
Defensive front overall just really doing a good job. You see the job by Milton Williams. He's able to get there.
Bucs are a little gun shy on offense with their right tackle problems.
What was 2nd and 3 is now 3rd and 5.
Brady's going to throw for this 3rd and 5, though. Gets it away, and it's knocked out. Good job by Nelson. 4th down, 3 and out.
And a good job by the Eagles defense, 3 and out. It's really good because
Feel like I'm watching a fucking preseason game. And it's supposed to be the playoffs.
And makes a play on 3rd down. So they already had Tampa Bay backed up, and now Philadelphia's going to get really good field position to start this drive.
That's the 3rd straight 3 and out forced in the 4th overall on Philadelphia's defense.
Bad punt. And he muffs it. And the ball's out, and Tampa Bay has it.
Bucs think they have it. And they do.
Well, there's a turnover. It was a short punt. The returner had to come up and try to fit Rager, of course. And all Jalen Rager does is fuck up.
For the Buccaneers, who have it inside Eagles territory, up 17.
That's a bad break. Man, I don't want to go outside instead of watching this shitty fucking game. program's still here. We just don't have anything to talk about. I can't stop fucking coughing. One of my favorite people in the world, Ralph Garman, who's a diehard Eagles fan, there's a tweet that said, Rager can't bring in the punt. Bucs ball. Unbelievable. And Ralph Garman said, cut him now.
Intuit TurboTax Live. You do your thing. We've got your taxes.
Well, Jalen Rager coughs it up, muffs the punt. 21st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the fourth wide receiver selected and taken one pick before Justin Jefferson.
The Bucs with a 3. Oh, Brady gets the ball in the opposing team's territory. What else is new in the playoffs? Yeah, this is sad, but I totally expected this. There are no surprises here today for me. I told you this was going to happen. And a screen to Gio Bernard just went about 30 yards. I can't even brag about saying I told you so because everybody with a brain knew that this game was going to go like this. No matter how much we wanted the Eagles to win.
It's all about timing when you're running these screenplays. They do an outstanding job.
The Bucs feasting on a team that didn't even belong in the playoffs for the second year in a row.
And it comes on a screen.
Timeout.
Timeout taken before the play clock expired. Let's go back and look at what happened with Jalen Rager on the punt return. It looks for a moment, Troy, like he's going to call for a fair catch. And then he just never really got there. Yeah, I just think the wind that's swirling up there. And here's Scotty Miller, who's able to get down the field and then be there when the ball gets muffed. And Bruce Arians comes in. He's pretty excited. He takes a whack at Adams. I don't know if he's not exactly sure what that's about.
What the fuck was Arians doing? Michael, good bet. I would have made this bet a million times. I've never been more confident about a playoff game, except maybe the Chiefs tonight, but I got a sneaky feeling about that game, even though the Chiefs should win easily. You just never know. I was more sure about this than the Steelers game, and I think the Steelers suck dick.
NASCAR comes to the LA Coliseum for the very first Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, Sunday, February 6th, only on Fox. The day will also be highlighted by musical performances by Pitbull, and in news, it was broken by Kurt Menefee today on Fox NFL Sunday. Ice Cube, what an event coming up February 6th on Fox.
Ice Cube and Pitbull really playing into that NASCAR demographic. Cameron Brate for 5, sets up a third down.
Cameron Brate gets 5, and into the red zone they go, and they fire the cannons, and now 3rd and 3. Yeah, Tampa Bay, when they lost Chris Godwin 3-4 weeks ago, they started using more of the 2 tight end packages. It helped. We all know that Rob Gronkowski missed some times when he had the...
I wonder if Brady's going to recruit Aaron Hernandez to come to Tampa Bay. Oh, wait, never mind.
That 2 tight end personnel. Great. Had a nice year last year. Really good player. Is able to do some things. Such a great compliment to Rob Gronkowski opposite him. Brady.
To the end. Oh, no, not quite to the end zone, but Mike Evans down at the 3. Yeah, Howie Roseman, shit. He should have been out on his ass when Doug Peterson got fired.
But if he's able to catch this, actually pretty good throw, actually. If he's typically able to catch that, he probably gets right into the end zone for a touchdown.
These two teams met week 6. Mike Evans had 4 targets, 2 catches. He's got 7 catches in this game for 78 yards. Brady keeps end zone.
Wide open, Gronkowski in the back of the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. How does Gronk get left alone like that? That is a fucking mystery right there.
And for big number 87, his 15th career postseason touchdown catch. Number 2 all time and most ever.
How? Michael, answer that. How? Watch this play. Well, yeah, they're expecting run, I know. But Jesus, you got to account for Gronk.
He's had a lot of touchdown receptions. He won't have any easier.
Evans being that open consistently today and Gronk being that open there is definitely a mystery.
A lot of touchdown receptions. He's had 107 touchdown receptions.
24-0.
Third most all time by a tight end, and the most ever by a tight end.
This game's been done, let's be honest. This game was done the moment the Eagles qualified for the playoffs. And it was like, oh, who's Tampa Bay playing? The Eagles? Pfft, fuck. In case you needed a reminder, here's the list of players that the Eagles passed on in the 2020 draft to draft Jalen Reagor, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman, Chase Claypool, and Van Jefferson. And those are all just wide receivers. Henry Ruggs murdered a guy and only played like half the season. And he's got more yards than Jalen Reagor had this year. I hope the NFL would they'll never do it because the extra game on TV makes money, but just 2 years into this whole 7 teams making the playoffs experiment, the Bears last year and the Eagles and Steelers this year just has me so over it. That guarantees one playoff game every year. It's a complete fucking waste of time like this. I didn't even need to unmute that to know that Best Friend was playing over the stupid Gronk Brady video package.
Show the courtship of Eddie's father with that music, and there's the easy one. 105 of Gronkowski's 107 touchdown catches have come out of the right hand of number 12.
When you think back to that last possession here, it looked like Philadelphia was going to get great field position and maybe claw their way back into this, and instead they find themselves now down 24.
Can't wait to watch that Steelers-Chiefs game tonight after suffering through this.
Well, so much for running the football with Miles Sanders and all the things that Philadelphia has been able to do to get themselves into this postseason. over the second half of the
Run it with Sanders. Pops a nice run. 15 yards. Gets crushed at the end.
Good carries by Sanders, who had back-to-back 100-yard games before breaking his hand week 16 against the Giants. Good for 15 here.
Well, if they can do that, and if they can get 15-yard chunks, then hey, keep feeding it to him. He might get more carries here in the second half than he had in the first half. He just had 4 when it was still a game.
I'm hungry. Screen to the ever-capable Jalen Reagor. Goes nowhere. Got no help from Watkins. And the Bucs were all over it.
Tampa Bay still playing single high safety. They got a safety in the middle of the field. They're one-on-one on the outside. And for the life of me, I just can't understand why they don't throw the ball to these outside receivers on some deeper routes instead of all this quick passing game.
I could have used a good afternoon nap instead of watching this.
There you go. Sanders hops out of bounds with a nice pickup on 2nd and 8. He gets 5 and brings up a 3rd and short. Even with that, Joe, as soft as they are, I mean, 5 yards is nice, but if you could get 15 or 20, wouldn't you rather get that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I thought you'd agree.
Yes, I'll trade my 5 yards for your 15 or 20 every day.
You did good in math, didn't you?
I done good. 3rd down and 3.
Math is hard.
Good protection, pass behind the target.
Bad throw.
And it brings up 4th down.
Thank you for the $2, Michael. You're the man.
Be compelled to go for it on 4th and 3. Now here's Watkins, and he runs a dig route, and a pretty good route. Should be an easy completion.
Everybody take a cue from Michael. Give me money.
Jalen Hurts in the pocket, and how he just hesitates. And there's 2 bounces, 3 bounces. He wants to see it. Now you throw it, and it's behind, and you're just not going to be efficient as a passing offense if you don't anticipate and have better timing than that.
4th and 3, down by 24, and Hurts just lobs it up, and it's intercepted by Shaq Barrett, who cuts across field, still going, runs it back to the 36. Well, one more touchdown, and I'm out of here till the Dallas game. What a play by Barrett, too. Yes, the Eagles certainly look like a team that belongs in the fucking playoffs. Thanks, NFL. Thank you, NFL. Greed gets us a waste of a fucking playoff spot. Put in Gardner Minshew, you fucking cowards. Gardner Minshew's better than Jalen Hurts anyway. Not saying Minshew would have won this game, because he wouldn't have, but he's still better than Jalen Hurts. Here's a hot take for you. The Jaguars should have traded the first overall pick last year, passed on Trevor Lawrence, and used the extra picks to build around Gardner Minshew. Yeah, I mean, nobody... Yeah, it's good to have medium to low expectations in general, but yeah, nobody expected the Eagles to even have a chance here, so they're definitely a rebuild. They overachieved against some bad teams. That's a credit to the coaching, I guess. Right now, they're making me very fucking sleepy, though. And I slept great last night. I slept till like 12 o'clock. Actually, I slept till almost 12:30 today. I want some snow cream or something. The Bucs should have like 5 interceptions today. They dropped a couple. And Brady gets another short field. And Brady down the field. Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. We'll go to the end of the third quarter, and then I'm out of here. I said one more touchdown, but I don't like leaving in the third. I'll wait till we got 5 more minutes in the third, so. I'll go to the end of the third and get my break before the San Francisco-Dallas game. What a route by Evans. And Brady just on the money with the throw. And Evans does a little flip into the end zone. And gives himself that much space and a good target for Brady. This to make it 31-0 off the right foot of Ryan Suckup. 31 to fucking nothing. Evans, who set a franchise record with his 14 receiving touchdowns this season. Start thinking about pulling some guys out and getting rested for next week. Here's Shaq Barrett right here on the interception. For when they have to play the 49ers. As Jalen Hurts is trying to buy time and then get the ball into Devontae Smith. Shaq Barrett makes a heck. Actually, no, they'd have to play. The Bucs will have to play the Rams next week if things go the way I think it's going to go. But that's what set up the touchdown then to Mike Evans. But just because the Niners would go to Green Bay and the Rams would go to Tampa if it goes the way I think it's going to go. As we know, is kind of the one guy left standing at the wide receiver position. Oh, we will end this agony in a few moments. It's starting to rain in Tampa Bay. I see raindrops on the camera. Raindrops keep falling on my head. At some point, you're thinking ahead to next week, and for Evans, he's just been the consummate pro, and he was here through some lean years. He's got the 8 straight 1,000-yard seasons to start his career. That's an NFL record that we talked about earlier. He's been the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team 3 years in a row. He's everything you want, and a big target that, if it's not Gronk, he's the favorite for Tom Brady. Yeah, and Bruce Arians has been around a lot of great receivers. He says he's the best he's ever coached. Hey, that's quite a statement. Yeah, Michael, I was right there with you on the home teams. Out near the 28. Down by 31. Let's see what Jalen Hurts can do. College quarterback has been on some kind of journey. 16 jobs over 46 years. Started as a Virginia Tech graduate assistant, running backs coach. He's been with Tampa Bay, the Cardinals, the Colts, and the NFL. And it's raining really hard. Just in time for this Eagles offense to get back on the field. Oh, Florida rains. You just never know. He's got it iced up. Could you imagine had he never been given the opportunity to be a head coach? And he had pretty much resigned himself. You see the ice bag right down here at the bottom. He's in quite a bit of pain, just hoping that thing doesn't. Boy, it is fucking pounding rain there. You can hear it. He pretty much resigned himself to the fact that he was never going to get that shot. Wet ball, Tom. Oh, look, the Eagles come out running down by 31. What a great call. Jalen Hurts goes down awkwardly. Slow to get up, but he's up. Proving that the old college quarterback can play hurt. As Andrew Adams was pulling one of the Eagles out of the pile, which is a foul, by the way, if they want to flag it. And Arians came in and whacked him on the side of the helmet. Bruce Arians committed assault. Back right off. Sorry. 2nd and 13. Hey, run it again. Oh, Jalen Hurts in the dirt.
With pressure by Anthony Nelson to bring up 3rd and 13. Yeah, free rusher right off the edge. And whether that was a mistake up front or if Hurts has to see that, it certainly looked like Mailata probably should have been able to pick that up. But they got everything working against them right now. This is, I mean, down 31 points for a team that runs the ball 50% of the time.
If you're the 7th seed in the NFC, I automatically hate you because you don't belong. Every year I'm going to hate whoever gets the 7th spot, even if it's the Falcons, who are probably going to be a perennial 7th seed contender at best for the coming years. Jalen Hurts should have been out of this game after that last possession. Minshew mania, baby.
Such a smart
That's what it should have been.
Player was undrafted, and in his 2nd year in the NFL was calling the.
I'm about to end the stream and go walk around in the snow. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here after this punt and they go to commercial. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. The Bucs are up 31-0. It's a wrap.
I sure hope he gets another shot. Such a talented defensive mind and good, solid person.
All right, guys. Well, this was not a lot of fun
The league's 88 best players.
because none of us are here for the Bucs. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream, and I'll be back around 4:30 for hopefully a better football game. Go Niners! And we can watch another NFC East team eat shit, hopefully. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit.